a truth is not a legal fiction, when we even go into the mind of those who operate the legal fiction, uh, they'll actually state what goes on in law of evidence. So let's just take the statement of birth record that the parents filled in. It's got truth, and it's got the surname, which we know is a fiction of law. Because it representing a debtor, there's no way you could run the concept of money, which is fiction, without creating a fictitious title in order to flow and operate it. So when we go into the Black's Law Fourth Edition on what we would define as the law of evidence under fact, it says, law of evidence, a circumstance, event, or occurrence as it actually takes or took place. A physical object or appearance as it actually exists or existed. An actual and absolute reality. Now remember, there are no absolutes in legal, only conditional. Because the legal has conditional rights, conditional duties, conditional obligations, and a conditional system that can remove all the conditions of those rights away from someone because it's not based on anything from God, the absolute creator. It's based on a legal fiction system. So it says an actual and absolute reality as distinguished from mere supposition or opinion, a truth as distinguished from fiction or error. So you probably wonder, why does the system work so well to actually bind people as the debtor? Because if I show up to the court as the surety or someone who's going to confirm the name that contains both truth and fiction together, I'm actually advocating that truth with the added appellation or title is actual now reality when it's not. And so we remove the burden of proof upon the Crown authority operating a debtor's situation that involves commerce and money and fees and fines and obligations. And so we end up entering into that as the only surety that could be there because there is no one else to act upon that. That's why they need your picture, your signature, your consent, and you allowing the feigning of your God-given name to take on the duty, debt, and obligation of something that is not yours, which belongs to those who deny the covenant of God. So it's there to actually blaspheme the ultimate authority of who is in control of you, which is your maker, and they've got a false maker. They have an inventor or a feigner of what is truth, and he's the father of the lie, the father of the fiction. So they hope that you will make a choice, that you will join the fiction, which is the father of the lie, and therefore you'll be governed by his advocates who advocate legalism and lies. Lawyers are professional liars who advocate this system. So if you're thinking you're going to find relief with a lawyer under the understanding of what we're talking about right now, there's no possible way you're going to find salvation.